Hello, this is Esther of Villa Barbies, and today's, a pretty hard topic. It's pretty sensitive, but I feel as if in this community, this world, we don't talk about it enough, and we tend to stay quiet. And I don't know who came up with the whole idea what happens in the house stays in this house. Maybe we should talk about it because the trauma, the triggers of one event or several events, it just has this long lasting stain on you. And that's part of why the mission for this video is mainly to help others through my testimony. I've been wanting to do this video for years, but I was not ready. I was not ready to talk about it. I was not ready to even remember it. But I did realize throughout the years how those little triggers can make such a huge impact in your life if you don't get that fixed. So I'm just going to dive into a little bit of what happened, and then from there I'm going to let you know some of the ways you can spot some signs in your kids that something is not right. So as a kid, pretty innocent, life is good, right? Until my stepfather, he got in the picture, he moved in. He seems like a really good guy, right? Very funny, very family oriented, things like that. But he had a dark entity to him, inside of him. And I was the victim of his, I'm no longer a victim now, but at the time I was a kid, I was innocent. And at night he would come in and my pants are gone, my underwear is gone. This is graphic, so trigger warning. I'm being touched repeatedly, down there, my nano place. It happened for years because he threatened me and told me that XYZ would happen if I say something, and that he was sorry and all kinds of stuff. I just knew when I woke up, I would feel so disgusting. I try to wash away my that feeling. And I used to be so quiet because I'm such in a state of shock that this is going on, that it feels as if is this really happening? I would dissociate quite a lot. And I used to distract myself by always hanging out with people, mainly guys. I had a high school sweetheart, so it was a distraction for me, and just to get me out the house, because I didn't tell anybody for so long. It actually came out, so kind of just like I said, I was dissociated quite a lot, very isolated as a kid. I guess people used to think of me as the weird one, and people saw me lose weight because I guess I was these are the signs. These are the signs. One of the signs is either overeating or undereating, because for me, I didn't want to be deemed as attractive, and when I'm really going through something, I tend to not feel hungry. Food is just not as appetizing to me anymore, so I don't eat. So yeah, that was one of the ways I reacted without realizing it. It was unconsciously, it was not no, take food, it was just, so eating was one of the responses. Another response was being quiet and isolated. So growing up, people thought like, why isn't she at the family function? Why isn't she around more? Why is she always locked in her room? She's so quiet. She's so like distant, you know. It was because that was one of my responses, and I didn't know how to handle it by myself. I didn't know how to speak up. Another one would be, it could be aggression, like for instance, like random aggression, like random outbursts, anxiety, and those are like a few of them. Like you'll see like sudden changes of behavior, like that once happy kid is now just a little bit off, you know. Lost focus in school, so grades are dropping. Not too bad, but not the best. I always wanted to be outside. Like, I did not want to be near him, you know. Have some crazy stories that I just don't feel comfortable yet talking about, unless like, you know, you need someone to talk to, but they're just too, you know, graphic to talk about. And no one knew. It was until I turned 18, it finally came out, and it was immediately like taken care of, went to the police and everything. And it made me feel like, wow, I should have been said something. Like, this man really manipulated me. It made me think like, if I say something, then my life is over, you know. Say something for the parents. Do something. Notice, you know. Please give them the open space to come to you and feel comfortable enough to open up about something that is very sensitive, because this is hard. It's going to be hard to hear. It's going to be hard overall, okay? So be patient, be kind, be welcoming to listen, and know that you got their back, that you love them. Because the moment they feel like, you know what, maybe I can't talk about this, they're probably just going to be like, forget it, never mind. Don't do that. Please don't. So, please, give it some time, notice the signs, ask questions, and see how to move forward if it is happening. I'm praying it's not, but if it is happening, try to figure out some ways on what you need to do right after. All right. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for, you know, watching my channel. It means a lot to me. Leave comments, you know. If you have a story to share it, you know, so others can chime in and feel comfortable enough to share their story and feel more open. Let's make this a place where we can actually heal, okay? It's helping me right now. Subscribe, like, don't forget to comment. But share this video if you feel like someone needs to hear this.